EP4 is on the rise. We made it once again.
We zid. Here we be.
Your host, CoCoFlava in the bitty.
Wildly Petty P.
Wildly Average Petty P is also here. Make sure you all follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud.
All the platforms.
All social media platforms. If it's a
form that has a plat, get on there and follow it, subscribe, like, comment, share.
Madam Fact, MADAMEFACT.
Shout us out at funerals, weddings, birthday parties, bat mitzvahs.
Do you, bro? And also, we also have our own personal pages, CoCoFlava, CoCoFlava. That's also my YouTube channel. You can catch up on my music and such.
And I am Madame Petty P, MADAMEPETTYP. And also go to my YouTube channel, Keeping It Petty with Portia, so you can just keep it petty with me. We got all types of things over there.
Yes.
So come here. Make it rain, pour it out.
So welcome back. We on the rise, and we're going to get into the facts. Trump has finally shut down the 35 days of hell we have been going through as American citizens. What's been going on?
Well, so it finally ended as she so said. However, it's only going to be right, but semicolon. It's only going to be for what, like 2 weeks? They have until February 15th to figure out what they are gonna do. They want a long-term solution. Child, they've already spent so much money just trying to figure this out as it is. Like, we just realized we just don't have time. So hide your kids, hide your wife, and save your money, because businesses are running out of money.
Well, the only good benefit that came out of the shutdown, I got my creditors to leave me alone for a nice 2 weeks because I told them I was an employee of the government and I was furloughed. So it did work. That was a good benefit of the shutdown.
Let's just do away with all this government stuff anyway, child. Like, we need a looser government, and Trump ain't it.
By Trump. Opinion. I'm surprised. Why haven't we started the process to impeach him? I'm confused. I need an update on that. But
the process is a long process.
But I haven't even heard anyone talking about it. So that's why I'm just like,
they've been talking about it lately.
Watch I go on.
I think they need like a certain number of people to vote on it, and then it has to like go back. It's a really long process. Like, it's not just impeach, and then it's like a process.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I definitely he's gonna get a second term. Period.
You think so?
Yes, that's how far left the society is. And speaking of far left of society, Chris Brown was recently released in Paris for rape allegations from a Jane Doe.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody knows really her name or what she looks like.
Yes, I would love to get a picture and a name. I'm surprised TMZ didn't post something about
it.
Word
on the street is that she wasn't even close to where he was at the time. So she was just out there.
And there was two other people that got arrested, like his bodyguard and somebody else.
Yeah,
that was crazy. So that happened.
They locked up him. They locked up his dog.
Like, everybody going to jail. Right. To the big house you go.
Everybody that's not pasty.
So that happened, and I think it's because he just recently was the youngest person to own his music masters. If you've been following us on our facts, we said that a few weeks ago. So shout out to T.I. and Meek Mill giving him some words of comfort.
Do you think that there's somebody just walking around like, oh, look at this guy. He finally got
the Illuminati.
His masters. Oh, Lord, child. He finally got his masters, and quick, find
They always do that to the black people. To me, they always are ready to just shut the black. Soon as we get an accomplishment, it's like,
the black dollar inflates, they like quickly deflates it.
Yes.
Out with the old, off with his head.
Listen, Chris, I don't think you would be this old and this stupid.
Well, I mean, he's already had several run-ins, so I think, like
when he was younger, he's about to be 30.
That's what I was about to say. Like, he's already had several run-ins, so I'm sure at this point he's just kind of like, listen,
he ain't got time for that.
Let's just chill, because I mean,
millions of dollars
when anything about him in a while. So, except good news until this. So, you, Meek, and T.I. might be on to something.
Still sending black love.
Yes, love black heart. If I can add that in there, I will. Maybe a little black heart here right now.
Black love. And speaking of his love, Rihanna is apparently back in the studio, according to The Dream. She's whipping it and working it in the studio. So we should be hearing something new from Rihanna. However, she's actually suing her dad. I think his name's Robert Fenty. For using the Fenty name.
You gave me the tiniest cup of wine, y'all. Do y'all see this?
You got 2 drinks.
Well, I have to stay hydrated, and then I have to dehydrate. Balance.
Listen, I should have put a shot in mine because I'll probably be done with this by the time we get to end.
Right. I'm like, what is this? Also, this is the reason why this keeps happening. Sorry. Segue. Drink of the day or the show. Y'all still haven't commented down below. Leave some comments on the YouTube, etc., 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 because we need to know or we're going to be thirsty. But yes, Fenty is also important. Apparently, he tried to run off with the name and get a copywritten, child. Like, she has trademark. She has a whole brand circling around this, and he just up and I was named Fenty first. No, fool. We do not have time for this bullshit. Let Rihanna be great. She finally came out with some shades for us. So I'm sure everybody in the Rihanna army is like, back off.
Pops. Navy. Well, we'll be following that story. She has been putting in a cease and desist. Ooh, I was about to say it. Boom, boom, scribble. Now, that kind of wraps up our facts. But we do want to have a follow-up on Jasmine Eiland, the girl who was recently raped, allegedly, in the Opera nightclub.
Not with the air quotes.
Boom, boom.
So I know if you are native to Atlanta or just on media right now, you know last week we commented on Jasmine Eiland, who was allegedly assaulted inside of Opera nightclub. And her alleged rapist, Dominique Williams,
Will.I.Am,
is telling his story and spilling his tea. So he's denying everything that could be a thing about it. He is like, no, wasn't me. He's basically saying the glove did not fit.
You must have quit.
but
what's the
he's lawyering up.
That, and this is a girl who came out said she.
Yes, allegedly somebody else had an encounter with him too. But she supposedly met him on a date, and they went on a date, but he still took advantage of her. Also, she had no mention of the kids. He says he has 2 children. He's a father of 2, but she did not see the kids in the house, even though he says that the kids stay with him currently, and he's being a good role model. And what are you about to say, child?
Listen, I just want to put out my little church finger. I just want to say that Jasmine Eiland turned out to be married with kids. So why was she in the club on her birthday by herself?
The story is now that it's her ex-husband that's having that she's supposedly trying to get back at. But also, it was her birthday. She is in the club alone.
It's
weird.
I don't
see that being the time to get back at your husband in the club,
especially alone. Like, right. You're gonna go with a guy, like how we wanted to do that to somebody. We're like, hey, we can take a picture with a guy that's looking nice. 6 feet is what he said he can pull these hoes.
While we speaking about crazy men, just keep up with these little facts, honey. I have not walked in anybody's house and stolen anybody's hot sauce. I know you watching this.
We see
your
you.
Foolish ass. We already see the view.
We know some other people are watching our Periscope as well. Now.
So. Oh, also keep Jasmine in your prayers again. Apparently, allegedly, she had a suicide attempt.
Yeah.
It wasn't put completely into words, but one of her family members did comment on social media. So just no negativity in her direction, guys. Just
we weren't
wait
there.
For everything to get sorted out.
Right.
But let us carry on, and if you can, carry your tune. Stay in tune.
Yes, this segment we talk about music, what's going on in the industry, who's popping.
Well, y'all should have watched last week, so you know. Listen.
But just in case, it's their first one.
Shouldn't be. Watch the other ones. Catch up.
Future.
Oh. Shade.
His album, The Wizard, just went #1 on the Billboard 200. Despite Shannon Sharpe boycotting his album because he doesn't like that Future is hating on Russell and Sierra's relationship.
Womp, womp, womp.
Sharpe, get over it.
Right. Let grown people mind their own grown people business. And who is Shannon Sharpe anyway?
What's the little thing he always say?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Oh my gosh, it's the little meme. I can't even think of it right now.
Same.
But shout out feature with #1 album. It's some pretty dope songs. It's kind of it all sound the same, but yeah, it's a couple bangers on there. In a crowd,
it's a blur. It's nothing that's gonna like set you aside, but you know, keep working on it. I'm sure he has plenty of other albums to put out, and he's Future.
Yeah, Future.
I applaud you either which way. While we are mentioning #1 things, Ariana Grande's 7 Rings is the #1 song in the country right now.
In the whole country.
I know Soulja Boy is probably not too excited about that, but I actually quite like the little 7 Rings song.
7 Rings,
yeah,
I like
it was lit, and it was what was it after Sound of Music? So
and a little bit of Soulja Boy.
Sounds a soldier.
Sounds a soldier.
I just don't picture him out there on the mountain singing, but you just never know, child.
You never know what people are into.
Also, we got to give our cheers to
Clink,
Pink.
clink, clink, clink.
She is going to be getting a star on the Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes, I love me some Pink.
I'm so disappointed that she didn't already have a star.
I know, right?
Like, who are the people who come up with this BS? Because we need these wrongs righted. Right now.
Listen. And Halsey, she actually has the #1 song with Juice WRLD, Without Me. He's currently on tour with Nicki Minaj. Let's just put that out there. Yeah. But Halsey, I know like one other song by her, but
I love me little Halsey.
She doesn't look how her voice is, so
she's such a rich voice to me.
Yeah, it's raspy. It kind of reminds me of Pink, actually.
Okay.
Well, speaking of a little ratchet little thing. Well, we weren't speaking of ratchet, but a ratchet little thing.
I was like, wait, Halsey's ratchet?
Cardi B.
Barty
gang.
Girl.
Listen.
The people are out and the people are not. Please don't Spotify.
Mute Cardi B.
Don't.
Is a hashtag. It's official.
It's out there, child.
Black Twitter has spoken.
She got over 8.1 million mutes on Spotify since they released the new mute feature.
Yes. Girl, I don't know what to say. Everyone's saying that her music is forced on everyone, which it is. If you're watching YouTube
she's very saturated in the market right now, which is dope because I feel like
payola.
So many people don't get that opportunity, so that's awesome that she is having that opportunity and that experience. But it is also a little bit for some people, but it's kind of catchy.
It is catchy, very much so catchy. It's more her personality that sells the music to me.
Yeah, her personality is dope. Like when you think of her being on that show before, whatever it was called,
Love and Hip Hop,
she always stood out. Like just in general, even when she was kind of just more of like a side person, not really a main. Like she stood out.
Right.
So
we ain't friends. I love that.
Go her, definitely go her.
Well, shout out to all the #1 albums. Pink, You Go Girl. We will be watching next week when you get your Hollywood start. On to
the infamous Did You Know
segment. Did you motherfucking no. Fun facts, interesting things that we find on the World Wide Web.
Or, I mean, not always the web, because sometimes the web lies, which is why we did the research for you to make sure it is out there and true. First and foremost, have you been concerned lately in your neighborhood about a zombie outbreak? Because
the zombie watch.
The streets are watching, and the streets just might turn into zombies.
The apocalypse is coming.
But the CDC has you covered, honey. Tell us what we know.
So the CDC actually has a list, pretty much like a little blog of resources for a zombie apocalypse. So it tells you about like an emergency kit, evacuation protocol, a zombie refugee camp.
So that way you can get yourself together.
It's really a real
thing.
Get
on the run.
It's really a real thing. The cat want to get in the picture.
Hey, cat. This is Tazo.
He
doesn't have a social media yet, but if you guys are really like fiending for it, we're gonna get him out there. We're gonna get him popping. His black.
His name is Tokyo.
It's Tazo. Like the
Tokyo.
Tea. Tazo like the tea that we sip, honey. But moving on.
With the zombies, the CDC has you covered.
Yes.
If you're into The Walking Dead, you'll probably need that list.
Also, I am not sure if you guys know, but you should, because it's the most watched event in history. The Super Bowl is coming up.
To Atlanta.
So I'm sure you guys want to know about all the events that are going to be going on concerning the Super Bowl, not concerning the Super Bowl. Just get out there. Don't be a wimp this weekend. So listen. First of all, the NFL and LGBT party is getting together. They're having an inclusion party. Weird name, but that's the point. So You can go to inclusionparty.com to get all the deets, but essentially it's going to be on January 29th. At 7 p.m. It's for all the fans of all sexualities and genders, and it's to show support for the inclusion community and to oppose bullying. It's a 21 and up event. There's going to be performances, food, music, you name it. I think a bunch of NFL players, owners.
Yes, so if you trying to get a ring, get a baby,
or make a new friend, go.
Listen, the money is going to be here next week.
It is. Keep in mind also that Super Bowl tailgate is coming up. I am definitely going to be out there if I can't get inside because I honestly wasn't too concerned about the Super Bowl, not going to lie.
Yeah.
But tailgate, people love to drink and people love to eat and people love to be merry. So get out there.
We should sell Jello shots or something.
It's illegal to sell alcohol on the streets. But if you happen to see us out there with some alcohol, just come talk to us.
Yeah. We'll take some donations.
Speaking of alcohol,
I'm gonna have Jello shots.
Winter Beer Fest is happening on February 2nd. It's from 1 to 5 p.m. Now there's 150 beers, live music, games. It's just a bunch of fun shit. Get out there. It's going to be $45 right now, $55 at the door. It's going to be at Atlantic Station, so you know what's going to be popping. Everybody's going to be downtown.
Atlantic Station in so long. All the
whenever they have an event,
it's going to be popping.
Right.
No shade.
Yeah. I can't remember what event I worked over there, but good turnout.
Well, we do have a free event for y'all.
Right. If you're not trying to pay that $45 out there in the little street pimping, make sure you go to the Super Bowl Live by Verizon events. It's from now to February 2nd. It's free. It's at Centennial Olympic Park. You can definitely find more information on it on atlanta.net.com or something like that. I feel like it's net. Oh, right. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
.net.
Atlanta.net. So, listen, normally we would have a caller by now, but caller number 1 is busy. I like Tazo. Okay, you're not going to be the caller, but apparently he got questions. We are going to have a get to know us segment this episode because you need to get to know who you're hanging out with.
You're welcome.
Hi.
You're welcome. Petty P.
So, listen. Questions.
Chit Chat segment.
It's the Did You Get to Know Us segment. Learn about us. Hear about us. You better ask about them segment. Question for you, Coco.
Okay.
What's the most childish thing that you still do as a grown human being?
As a grown human being, Petty P, I would like to say for $200. I am very just annoying for no reason. I get bored. I think I have ADD. I don't know. But, I just play with people, pull pranks.
You're
prank
poking
call.
at people.
Yeah. Put a feather in your ear.
So you're a bully?
Pinching your booty.
Uh-oh. Not a booty pincher.
Smacking your ass when you sleep.
Not a booty pincher, child.
I'm a very annoying person. So, that's just me. I'm very childish in that I'm just annoying.
I've got testimony.
Well, what about you?
I'm not a sicko like that. I'm not a sicko like that, but I'm not gonna lie. I like to collect stuffed animals.
You sure do. Because we was in Target and I thought she was joking about, what was that, a little lion bear?
It was probably a
lion bear.
I don't know what you talking about. It
was a lion bear.
The tail web.
And I was like, you really gonna buy this?
I'm like, yeah, it's super cute. I have penguins. I have a whole closet and stuff full of stuffed animals. I don't know. It's a problem, y'all. I got giant elephants and unicorns. I know. I'm a mess. And then occasionally I keep a live animal. Occasionally.
Unless they get lost and it's okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's one less expense.
I'm telling you, this cat go outside. It's not my cat no more. That's a street cat. That cat is owned by the streets. Yes. Little street cat.
Well, on to the next question. What common problem on TV or movie screens did you see that you thought would be a problem, but it turned out to be a lie?
Oof.
Devil is a lie.
Well, honestly, friendship. They tell you all the time.
Let me shift my wig.
They tell you all the time, you're going to get a friend, you got to fight with them, X, Y, Z. Let me tell you, friends are hard to find, honey. I tried to join a little group to make some friends. When I tell you, friends will really try to, faux friends will really try to tear you down, honey. They will stare at you from afar and never say hi. TV friends don't do that.
They always like come back and somebody's bringing
I want to talk about it.
Yeah, like why doesn't that happen in real life?
Right. Y'all need to get fake.
Let me tell you. Wigs. Okay. Growing up, I used to color my hair. Well, I didn't. It was until like college. But I used to color my hair blonde, red, purple, and I'm thinking these celebrities was just changing their hair every freaking week. I think I've only
covered my hair once ever. No, twice.
But like no one in my family wears wigs or weaves in color. Like the most I've seen was like one of my older cousins had highlights in high school, and I was like, oh. Yes, I thought coloring your hair was just something you can do until you go bald and got to start over.
I love a color if you can't tell.
A little vibrant thing. Hey, what's that a little vibrant thing?
What was that song? It should go on and on and on and on and on and on. What was that? Dang.
What's this?
If y'all know the song, put it in the comment down below.
Q-Tip.
Was it Q-Tip?
Yeah, vibrant thing. Okay. Next on the docket.
Oh. What is your biggest screw up in the kitchen? Tell the people what they want to know. What you effing up in the kitchen, girl?
I can't even boil water right. Like, even if I have something in it, I would like just, remedial. My mind is just like.
That is absolutely remedial.
ADD, I'm telling you, I got ADD. I would completely forget, like, I'm boiling water and it's just like, whatever is in there is burnt at the bottom. All my pots are burnt. Well, damn. I don't really use up my pots.
I hate that. I used to have this one roommate that used to burn my cookie sheet, my pots, my pans.
That's me. Ooh, I put foil on it sometimes.
Good. Start there, child, because y'all just be burning everything.
A little baking sheet.
Now, my biggest screw up in the kitchen, not gonna lie, is making popcorn. I know popcorn. There's a button. I love popcorn too. I know there's a button on the microwave. I know there's like a certain little mental thing for people who know how to pop corn. But child, when I tell you, me trying to sort out popping corn is just the most confusing thing on the planet. Like,
why?
I do not know. Every time burns. I think I've set it on fire before. With a guy I was trying to impress. He said,
well, you can let the people know how I put you on eating popcorn in a better way.
Oh, it was like seasoned. I love a seasoning. Don't get me wrong. It was seasoned with, I don't even remember what it was. And it was like hot sauce. The one with the little bull on it.
Which she didn't steal.
I did not steal the hot sauce.
Allegedly.
I'm like, this is the best place to come because I don't even keep hot sauce in my house. No allegeds. We'll have a court case. Court hearing about it. Ooh.
Well, what is the worst way to die?
I think the worst way to die, which would be also super creepy that somebody's doing this to you, would be on like a live stream. And then thousands of people are just watching you, but not realizing that you're about to die. And then you just do. But you know. And you're like wanting them to save you, but you can't. Now you're just dark web.
Right. Listen, that would be so fudged up. Like I couldn't cry because I'd be dead, but.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that.
I would be so upset in my grave.
As I look down over
6 feet under.
Well, maybe.
No, let me tell you the worst way to die. You were freaking having sex. You know what I'm saying? Something rupture, like you start bleeding out.
It just like burst out the side.
Trying something new. I watch Grey's Anatomy, so you know, goodness. They always have like these little segments because they come from real life stories, I think. Don't quote me. But I was just like, what if you did something during sex, use some awkward position and like get paralyzed. Something crazy happened. Like,
Lord have mercy. Listen, if y'all want to get to know more about us, honey, come back for the next episode, child.
Madam Fact.
Yes. Madam Facts. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Visit. Befriend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Send us some questions. Don't forget about our drink segments.
We can't keep drinking wine and Kool-Aid every week.
I'm just, well.
Wine and Kool-Aid.
I drink fancy stuff. Evian. Evian. Anyways, calm down.
Yes. So, Madam Fact, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, MADAMEFACT. We're going to start having some guests next month. So, you know some business owners that need some sponsorships, let us know. Boom, we can put them on.
Also, if you're a musician, a comedian, talented business owner, like you said, definitely come out.
Downstairs.
So, I told you he was going to stay down there. Definitely email us, contact us.
MadamFact@gmail.com.
Yes, so that way you can get out there and get on the show.
Yes.
And
follow our personal pages.
Yes, Madame Petty P. I've already spelled it out. I'm not going to spell it again. Instagram, Twitter.
She's back on Twitter.
Periscope, apparently. Hey, we live, baby.
We live, baby.
And
yeah, and I also have my personal page, CoCoFlava, 1 CoCoFlava on Twitter, CoCoFlava 3 on Snapchat, and CoCoFlava on my YouTube page. We're signing off. You all check us out next week. We'll be back for Super Bowl.
Don't forget about keeping it petty with Portia. Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday. I feel like we should end this with like a body wave.
Body wave?
Yeah, you know, like.
Uno, dos, tres.
Oh, little
or
body
a
roll.
boob shake.
No, it's too sexual.
There's nothing sexual about boobs. Everyone has them nowadays.